Hello and welcome back to Sonic Saturday, the show where I'm working my way through every single Sonic game. Today, we're continuing looking at the Game Gear titles with Tails Sky Patrol and Tails Adventure. Let's get started. This is a really odd game. Inherently, the idea makes sense for Tails. I mean, he is a flying fox, but the idea that he can't even touch a single thing in the environment made it more frustrating than anything. Because each level was an auto-scroller to some degree, if you didn't immediately predict what was happening and fight with the sluggish controls, you were bound to die. I really felt like the ring's hitbox was inconsistent, where I would be in the middle of a pickup or a pole and it wouldn't even react, but in a single rogue pixel hit the environment, it immediately kills you. With all of this, it was hard to even get past the training area. I definitely feel like a game like this would have been better if it had the original manual that would have come with the game, because I feel like that would have had a better job telling me what the controls were and what exactly it is I'm doing or what's happening at any given moment. Just playing it off of the Sonic Origins emulator left me just dropped in with nothing, and that made the learning curve even harder than it needed to be. Overall though, I think this is an interesting concept. If it was a Tails-centric adventure they were looking to do. Speaking of adventure starring Tails, this was a lot closer to a typical Sonic game than Sky Patrol, but still managed to have a very good identity all to its own. Despite being a 2D side-scroller, the extra added depth of Tails' gadgets added a lot of fun to the gameplay. It felt nice to get a new one and then immediately get to experiment with what it does and what it adds to the gameplay. It felt very Metroid-like, like getting a new power-up mid-level. On the topic of levels, I was shocked to see how big they were. All of the other Sonic games I've played so far have had levels that had lasted no more than like 30 seconds, but this game felt very sprawling and had multiple different paths to explore. This could also be because one of my biggest critiques of the game, Tails' movement speed. He is so incredibly slow, and because he doesn't have his spin dash in this game, there's no way to speed him up that I could find. Although, it gave an opportunity to experience the level more, it became frustrating the further I got in. These Tails games are better than I expected. I had my issues with both of them, but on a base level, they're really good spin-off games that I feel are more tailored for the Game Gear as a platform than the few Sonic games I've played so far. They're really interesting parts of Sonic history, and I wonder if we'll ever see a Tails solo game again in the future, or better yet, spin-offs of any other characters. What did you think of the Tails games? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe while you're down there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.